YouTubers, welcome back for another adventure, and I'm back from my greatest flea market haul ever. I think it was one of my best. I found all kinds of interesting stuff. Let me share it with you. So, if you want to go to the greatest flea markets in the world, you want to go to Williams Grove Flea Market. It's near Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And you also want to go to Morning Star, Morning Lily, Morning whatever they're calling it, and that's in Thomasville, Pennsylvania. They're not all that far apart. Anyhow, amazing flea markets. Thomasville, Morning Star is on Saturday, and the one at Williams Grove is on Sunday. For Williams Grove, you want to get there about 6 a.m. The market is more or less over at 10 a.m. The good thing about getting there later, though, is for people who are clearing stuff out at 10 a.m., they're more or less giving away things. But let me just do a quick run through of what I got and what I paid for it. Starting right here, these vintage lights, right, were $3. $5 for the meter test, $5 for the, I think Heart is Walmart brand. What I liked about this, the reason why I bought it, is this goes up to 15, and this is 9/16. So for a 1/4 inch drive to get those, it's really handy. Bits, I think that's Harbor, I'm not sure. Guy had all these battery tenders. There were actually 5 of them. I gave one to my son. The 5 of these battery tenders were $10. I mean, crazy. Strip lights, $1. Helmet, $1. Coveralls, right? These were $5. The woman who does the Amazon returns was like, fill a bag for $2. So I got this solar thing. This is meant to actually float in the pool. The battery in there is lithium ion. I don't care that there's a hole there. Nobody got it wet. They just broke the end of it off. Anyway, so this and this guy, an inverter, a couple of mouse traps, book. Another one of these mirrors. I told you guys I bought one. This is actually an air mattress. I don't know if it holds air or not. And these go on ironing boards. I figured they would make the good underneath cushion for all-terrain vehicle seats, you know, when the seats get a little bit battered. Anyway, all this stuff, $2. Crazy, huh? Moving on, the lights. I gave the guy $7 for those. It came with the bulbs. If I'm going to do anything with those, I'll actually put LEDs in. Tap set, made in Japan. This is SAE. I think I gave him three for this. These guys, they kind of go on an ambulance, right? And the cord, I think I went $5 for all 3 of those. This is the plastic, right? I went $2 on that. I think that's a runner you put under a chair, but it was clear plastic, and I kind of wanted it. The felt, right? Planting felt. You put it down, put gravel or mulch or whatever on it. I think I went all of $2 on that. Coming around this way, this is a box. So a box of vintage meters, so to speak. I gave him $5, including the toolbox. I don't know why I'm such a sucker for vintage meters, but I am. Another guy said 3 items for $1, so I picked up these lamps. They're Edison lamps, real filament lamps, not LED. So that, he has $2 on this, but it was in the same pile. And this bracket. So that was all of $1. How could you pass that up? Extension cords. I have a tough time finding these flat ones. They don't make them anymore. I guess OSHA doesn't like that people can roll over them and cut them, like with metal wheels on concrete. They think the round ones don't cause as much trouble. Anyhow, I grab these whenever I see them, especially see them cheap. I think they were like $3 each. One of them, somebody quasi put a gang box on. The other one is just flat. I like them flat like this because if I'm running on the generator, I can put them through the window or door and close it without cutting them, and the door closes, where the round one leaves a 1/4-inch gap, and you know, letting cold in is not a lot of fun. This is all $1. The guy with the truck stop returns was there. I mean, you know, an inverter. Everything I get from him so far has worked. That was $1, right? The little wrench, the blades, the terminals, the bigger ones are a little more expensive. The strip, the power strip, right? Yeah, the blades were rusty, so they were $1 each. So that's the $1 pile right there. I picked up this pit bike exhaust for $5. Hardly looks like it's used, right? And it's full, has the flange, the whole bit. Looks like it would go on a 125 or a 140. So that was amazing. You guys know Harvey is into the free stuff, really like the free stuff. These are 2 rails, and they came with a bunch of these mats. They were free. These rails, if you have a rock crawler Jeep like a CJ5, you put these along the side of it. They bolt on along the side of it, and should you come down on a rock that would hang you up or destroy your kick panels, you know, the panels that go under the doors, these protect that. I got them for free. I looked them up on eBay because they do have a serial number on them, and it turns out people were trying to sell them on eBay for $350 a set. I picked them up purely as metal. I gotta tell you, they were heavy to carry. Couldn't pass them up at the free range, right? They're probably worth all of $1 in scrap. Well, I was out in Pennsylvania. There was a guy selling rubberized roll roofing, so to speak, or rubberized roofing. It's like car tire tube. And I basically picked up 3 sheets that are all about 13 by 13. One of them is like 14.9 by 12.9, but call them all 13 by 13. And I gave him $100 for that. And on my way home, I think you guys could kind of see it down there. There was a guy was getting rid of a plastic pallet, and you guys know to buy them, they're around $10 used. So I just couldn't pass them up. I told you it was a great weekend. I got to show you stuff in the cab now. These 3 transformers, they're used for like HO trains. And this is yeah, they're all HO trains. I frequently use those for charging batteries or projects or whatever I'm up to. So the 3 of those was fine. A lot of this stuff was $1. Right. This is, you know, for the phone. Keep it in the car. Right. When you're buying voltage testers for $1, cord of wiring for $1, alternator tester. Let's get it for $1. Vacuum gauge. Right, just miscellaneous stuff. I grabbed this for $1. I believe that's brass. $1. Huge Bauer meter for $1. Soldering paste. And right, car meter for $1. You know, temperature gauge. See how hot it is. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff I just use around the property and all of that. And the big item. So this was the most expensive item, and I spent $150 on it. It had a 3.5 horsepower engine when it was initially manufactured. You could see he upgraded to the Predator, 6.5 horsepower. It's the newer version Predator. He also put these lights on it, there and there. Nice clutch, nice everything, and really, I mean, he basically finished building it and sold it. He was after $175 for it, and I said, wow, you just finished it, it's in nice shape. And I was kind of like, yeah, I really don't need another one. He offered it to me for $150, and for that price I just couldn't pass it up. It's such a nice machine. It's in you know, just beautiful condition. So if we put the choke on, oh, it looks like he left the gas on. Hopefully it didn't flood. I think like that is the start. Let's see what it takes to start this thing up. Nice. Nice. So let me go get the GoPro. We'll take a little ride out of this thing. Okay, let's see if we can't get a ride out of this thing without breaking anything important on me. If you look down here, you can see the clutch. Let me give you a hint. That gets crazy hot. So one must pay attention to where you put your feet and all. And not a bad idea to wear long pants. Sometimes you have to turn it on. Obviously. Wow. He said it was quick. Not kidding. Saw the choke on, you can hear it. Look at it. Even as brakes, guys. I'm gonna leave the choke on. I gotta put a guard over that clutch before I let the other people in my life ride it, you know, sons and grandsons and so forth, just for a laugh. Let's try it off-road. I have the feeling it's going to batter my wits. You guys can hear, once again, this stuff the choke on. Actually, it doesn't ride too bad. says before he wakes up in the morning with a sore back. Yeah, that's wet. Well, I think I'll wrap this video. I hope you guys enjoyed all my flea market finds, including this mini bike. I don't know why, mini bikes just make me happy. Whenever I get a good deal, I buy one. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now, folks.